Alright, today I'm going to show you how to do a earth and a moon using spray paint. For this project you're going to need several different materials. You're going to need a larger stencil. I'm using a bowl just because of the rounded edge to it. You're also going to need a smaller one for the moon. So I'm using just a plastic lid. You're also going to need the colors of orange, yellow, green, 2 different blues. I have 3. You're going to need black and white. You're also going to need a paper bag or plastic bag or newspaper to do a push and get a different texture to it. Alright, so to begin you're just going to place where you want your earth. So I'm going to do mine right about there. And then you're going to take your black and you're just going to kind of outline where it's going to be at. That's just kind of a guideline. You're going to lift up your earth. And then you're going to take your yellow and do some lines. This is going to be like your landmass. Take your orange, because the earth is not just green and blue. I'm going to take your green. I'm going to take my orange and go right back over that just a little bit, just to give it a little bit more. Then you're going to take your paper bag, put your hand in it to flatten it out, and go all the way across. I'm going to keep doing that until you kind of get what you're looking for. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Then you're gonna take your blues. I'm gonna do lighter first. And kind of just go around your earth. Leaving that as your landmass. Then you're gonna take your blue and just do different things over there. I'm going to take the green, and I realize that I kind of want a landmass right there. So I'm going to do that. Put some yellow in there. Put some orange. Take some plastic. It almost looks like islands there. Then I'm going to take my white, and I'm kind of just going to create a still outline right there. I'm going to take my stencil. I'm going to place it right back over where it was. And then that part is all done. Now I'm going to do my moon. For my moon, I'm going to do the same thing I did with the earth. So I think I'm going to place it right about there. I'm going to do the black. Go around. Go around just to show. Now for my moon, I'm going to do all black and white. So you're going to need the same things. So I'm going to completely spray this all with white just to get a good coat on it. And then I'm going to take my black, and I want mine to be right there. You're going to want to do almost strips because the moon, and then do like a little dusting because the moon is not completely black and white. You're going to take your paper and do And if you don't like the way that it's turning out, then you can just completely do it, it's spray paint. Go right back over that. Take that black. Now I'm kind of getting those specks, that design, that marble design that I want. Now I'm going to take my stencil. I'm going to place it right back over. It's okay if it's not perfect. And now I'm going to do my sky. So I'm going to take my black and I'm just going to go all the way around my planet. I like to do that just to start, and then you're just going to completely go around it. Now it doesn't have to be as big as this paper is, but if you're doing it on a smaller piece, just make sure that your proportions are correct for your earth. Just make sure they're somewhat similar. Also, maybe don't do it on a windy day outside. Just get that. Alright. Now, you can leave it just plain black and start doing splatter paint with white, but I like to add color to my sky because I think the sky is the prettiest when it's got some purples and blues in it. So you're just going to take your purple and just go and that just adds just something extra. I'm going to take my dark blue as well and do the same thing. And take that black and go right back over so all you see is the glints of color with you. You don't see blotches. You want no white showing. Okay. And I think I'm gonna do like a sun of some sort, just to add more color to it. So I'm just going to do and it doesn't have to be perfect. Just do some color. Then take my plastic bag and I'm going to do the same thing to that one. Just kind of to give it like a little, it's like flames. Almost. Then I'm going to take my white, and I would recommend using latex gloves because spray paint is not easy. You're just going to splatter paint that all over there. These are your stars. It's alright if there's big splotches because there's big stars as well. Now I'm going to lift up my rolls. Be really, really careful when doing this. There's my earth. Here's my moon. And because I didn't like the fact that it spread it underneath. I'm just gonna redo that part of it. I'm just gonna take my black. I'm just gonna go over like that. And then I'm gonna take my white again. I'm gonna click. Get that. And as much as I love my planet, I kind of like the idea of it having some darkness to it. So I'm just going to take my black and I'm just going to make, so it's just kind of peeking through. It just gives it a little bit more something. I'm going to take my white again. I'm going to flick it all over here. I'm going to lift up this. And that's my planet, my moon, and my sun.